It's the NFL on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football?
It's the New York Jets and the Chicago Bears.
Coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the legendary venues in the sport. Historic Soldier Field in Chicago. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Partner, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500, but that's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean, there is a lot of new pieces to the puzzle here, both coaching staff and the roster of players. They believe last year is over. They do not think there is any correlation between the squad they're planning to put on the field today and that one that we saw really go through some growing pains and struggles just a year ago.
Here's Carlos Santos ready to get this one started. Off we go from Soldier Field. Panay Wanwu now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So the Jets offense ready to take over for the first time. They are led by their quarterback, the future Hall of Famer, Aaron Rodgers.
I had a coach tell me earlier in my career, Mike, specifically about the quarterback position. If you don't have fast feet, you better have a fast mind. And here we have a guy that has played a lot of games under center. He has seen a lot of football, and while he might not be as mobile, he might not have the arm strength to make all the throws he had earlier in his career, that experience behind center, that experience being in these moments before, man, having that quick mind, there's not a whole lot of defense is going to throw at him that he hasn't seen.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. From the gun, Rodgers. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
And here's a great example of why the pass rush on third down, that it's critical it gets home. In this case, they're not able to get to the quarterback. He has extra time to not only escape the pocket, but to turn into a runner and pick up the first down.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here's Hall. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
On the handoff, here comes Hall. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Ninth play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on third down. To throw is Rodgers. He'll try to run for it. So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. 0-0 is the score. We're back to Soldier Field after this. So, fourth down, and the veteran Greg Zuerlein on for the Jets. This from 34 yards. Zuerlein's kick is good. And the Jets will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. This returnable from the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the quarterback from USC, Caleb Williams.
Little unusual, Mike, here. The first time this offense finds themselves taking the field is this late in the opening half. But the good news, they only trail by 3. So despite that long opening drive, a touchdown here gives them a lead with halftime looming. No need to rush. No need to get outside of your initial game plan. Go out there, take your time. Just try to find a way to come away with points on your opening possession.
He finds the veteran Keenan Allen. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. They'll run it for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. That is caught downfield by Odunze. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Here's Williams now to throw. He's got his big target, Everett. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
On second down, it's a run with Swift. The Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. Good running. Gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Williams. And he's going to be swallowed up, taken down, sacked, back at the 5.
A little bit of a snowball effect going on. Things seem to be unraveling just a little bit here offensively. It was the miscommunication that led to the incomplete pass on the first play. Now it's a sack on 2nd down, and they find themselves going the wrong direction.
From back at the 5, here now 3rd and goal. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
On 4th down, it's Cairo Santos on for the Bears field goal. This about as short as you can get. Santos's kick is good. And the Bears will tie the game at 3 apiece.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Field goals for both sides on their opening possessions. 3-3 as this one's kicked away. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Jets offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They'll set out in search of a 1st touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. That's a short one taken in by Conklin. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Here's Rodgers. He's got his man, Devontae Adams. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Throwing, Rodgers. Pass caught right side by Conklin. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Again, it's Rodgers. This throw right side is caught by Adams. 18 on the gain again. And another first down.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Rodgers to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Third and long. Rodgers now. And that is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Jets will take a 6-3 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Final moments of this first half, kicking with the lead now, as this one is in the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. Throw right side, caught by Odunze. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now Williams. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half, about to get started. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bears offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Now Williams going to keep it himself. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. On the give, it's Swift. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
It is 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
On 4th down, here's Torrey Taylor to punt for Chicago. Xavier Gibson, the Week 1 hero back in 2023, deep to return. A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. The Jets offense getting ready for their opening possession of this 2nd half. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Rodgers. That's complete. It's Malachi Corley. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
It's 1st down, and it's Paul. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
A corner who is not only a good tackler, Mike, but a willing tackler can be a huge asset to any defense. So often they get a bad rap. They're considered just pass defenders. They want to run around. But for a guy to be able to come up and force the run and keep this to no gain, man, that makes a big difference on any defense.
He keeps it himself. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was looking for Malachi Corley, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On a throw here, right side, falls incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there. 3rd down coming up.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
He gets this complete, finding Adams. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. And they are all over that on defense. Good surge, drops him back. Let's put him at the 9-yard line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Another shot at it from the 9. 2nd down and goal. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Evan Byard, the veteran who's broken up a few passes in his day, gets to that one.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Breece Hall, the intended receiver. And it'll be 4th and goal coming up.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunate this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And Zerline comes back out after making the field goal. He'll kick this one off. Scott now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. LeBaron's offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. The deficit, 6 points. So a touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Throwing is Williams. That is left side and taken in by Allen. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
As this game continues to come down to the wire, Mike, it just reminds us, this is where quarterbacks earn their keep. You are judged by how you play in these critical moments. In fourth quarter, down a score, it doesn't get much bigger than this.
Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. That's a short throw caught by Komet. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. And that is going to be good enough. He's got that 1st down. So conversion, and they move it to the 46-yard line.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, here is 2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw. He'll get this underneath to Swift. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
He'll swing this out to Swift. And he's going to get awfully close to the 1st down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
He'll try and get there on the ground.
4th and short, initially, you could tell he's just trying to get this ball out of his hand quickly, just enough to move the chains. Defense did a good job taking his reads away, so he turns into a runner, puts his head down, picks up the 1st down, and keeps this drive alive.
They still have all 3 timeouts, and here we go with 1st and 10. And that ball incomplete over the middle. The big tight end, Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that 1st down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. And they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Here's 1st down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And this is going to be a touchdown. A game-tying TD here in the final minute.
Well, there's still some time remaining, but what a sequence of events here, Mike. I mean, late in the game, they get the touchdown that they needed to tie it, and now they can take the lead with the extra point.
So, not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. A critical extra point is up and good. They have taken a 1-point lead here in the late stages of this one. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Gibson now on the return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Throw over the middle, brought in by Adams. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Two timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. A throw left side taken in by Corley. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's Hall. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. So now, big spot for the veteran Greg Zuerlein. This to win the game. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago. So now, big spot for the veteran Greg Zuerlein. This one he's gotta have. Got the distance, and it's good. He knocks it through from long range. And that very likely will be a game winner. Just 1 second, all that remains in the football game as the kick is away. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So this one, a win for the visiting Jets. This one went all the way down to the wire. A late field goal with zeros on the clock seals the deal. As they come from behind, they may feel like they stole this one. They get the victory on the game's final play. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that,